right, now I'm back, you guys. I am back for sure. We're back. Thank you guys for being with me today. I know I said I was gonna start the live stream a couple times today, but damn it, it feels good to finally start a live stream, yo. Timmy M&F and Diamonds, what's goody? I hope all is well, my brother. But yeah, man, we're back, man. And you know what? I'm back, and guess what? Keith Thurman is back, baby. Yeah. Yeah. I told you guys, I had Earl Spence #1 until Keith Thurman came back. And guess what? He's back, baby. Did you miss him? I did, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Keith Thurman brings a level of excitement in the welterweight division that we need, man. We need that in the welterweight division, man. We need that in the welterweight division, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like right now, man, there's so many fighters right now, man, that are just on bullshit, man. Just, you know, they not right, man. I'm just being honest, man. They ain't right, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't right all the way around, man. So with that being said, man, you know, I just want to. Keith Thurman is so good for the division, you guys. Jamani says we need a WBSS as welterweight. Shout out to Jamani, man. You already know, man. We definitely need one of those at 147. You know that for sure, man. That'll be an awesome division right there to be, man. For real, man. Unbiased or biased boxing talk. What is good, my homie, man? How's everything doing, man? He says salute, man. And smash that like button, man. He says smash that like button. But yeah, button, y'all. Yup. And then it says Keith Thurman looks phenomenal in camp. Yup. Timmy Diamond says, I think he's in peak condition. Yeah, man. He looks really in shape, man. I mean, I like what I'm seeing out of that foot, those foot movements that he's doing. He's looking real agile. Man, I think Keith Thurman might be the most athletic welterweight that we have, man. I'm just gonna be honest, man. You know, Sean Porter's athletic too, but he's not as quick and not as fast as a Thurman. You know what I mean? The same goes for Earl Spence. I think Earl Spence is a really good athlete, man. They're all athletes at this division, you know, and boxing in general, man. You know, especially when you're on that elite level. You know, like if you have a world title, you know, you're doing good. You know what I mean? You're on an elite level, man. You're on an elite level no matter which way you cut it. You can cut it 3, 4, 5 different times. You know, but you're on an elite level, dude. You know, and there's not a whole lot in the division right now that can say that. You know, there's not a whole lot of fighters right now that can say that they're on the elite level. You know what I mean? Because that elite level is you know, far few and in between, man. You know, so I'm gonna just be honest with you guys, man. You know, but I mean, I'm excited, man. Keith Thurman is back, baby. He's back finally. After 2 years of a layoff, man. 2 years, okay? And you guys don't even know. I heard the conference call that they had today. You know, shout out to the Boxing Voice. They had it on their podcast. It was either from today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday's phone conference call. You know, it was one of the worst conference calls you know, handled because they kept dropping calls and stuff like that. They kept having to get him back. But I got the message. I got what I needed to get out of it, and what that was, you guys, was pretty much Keith Thurman, man. Keith Thurman is pretty much saying that, you know, he went through a lot, man. Keith Thurman went through a lot. You know, he went through depression. You know, he pretty much a year ago, he said almost a year ago, and I quote, almost a year ago today, he said that he was starting camp. He was starting camp for another fight. You know, this is already after he injured himself the first time, okay? And he's starting another camp after he got healed about a year ago, and then he got injured again, you know? So after he got injured again, you guys, I mean, that really, you know, that really hurt him, you know what I mean? You know, that hurt him, man, you know what I'm saying? And I truly think, man, you know, like I said, Errol Spence is my #1 welterweight right now at this present second, man. But I'm telling you, depending on how Keith Thurman looks on, on Saturday night, man, I might have to put him at #1. But I really want to see how Errol Spence looks against Mikey Garcia, man. I really, really got to see that, man, before I make any picks, before I go any way, any different which way. I want to see how he looks, and then I can make my pick. I can make my pick a little bit better once I know, what's going on with that situation. You know what I mean? Because I truly feel right now that, Keith Thurman could be ready for anybody right now, dude. I know that he needs a warm up. I know but they're playing it safe, dude. They got a lot of money invested in Keith Thurman, And I was one of the guys, man, that said that Keith Thurman beat Danny Garcia, he was going to be the #1 welterweight in the world, okay? And at that time, he was, in my eyes, okay? In Corley Boxing, go check my videos, man. Go check my videos if you don't believe me. Corley Boxing said when Danny Garcia lost to Keith Thurman, I said, I don't believe that Danny Garcia lost that fight. I would have at least been happy with a draw because it was a very, very close fight. But I said, but now that he lost on paper, on black and white, Keith Thurman is the #1 welterweight in the division with no equivocations. You gotta put Keith Thurman as that #1 spot, you guys. I mean, come on, man. There's a lot of fans out there that are saying Keith Thurman, hasn't done anything in the welterweight division. And I truly feel that the guys that are saying that and the women that are saying that are straight fucking casual boxing fans. And they don't know shit about my sport. Straight up, man. That way. No cap. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though, man. You gotta, come on, man. And I'm seeing channels, hating on, Keith Thurman, for speaking his mind, man. I'm tired of these boring ass, welterweights, man. They don't talk a lot, they don't say a lot. You know what I mean? Danny Garcia don't even say a lot. That's one of my favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? But his dad does. His dad makes up for what he doesn't say. But he's cool as shit. Shout out to Danny Garcia. But he's not a talker. He doesn't really, his dad sells the fight. Danny doesn't really sell a fight, but he's sellable, but he doesn't really, he doesn't have a, like, oh, damn, Danny Garcia said he was going to do this and do that. Keith Thurman's the type of guy that said, yeah, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out. What's up? I like that shit, man. That's that old school throwback shit. I like that, man. I really do like that, man. Because we don't get that in boxing anymore, dude. We got a whole bunch of yes men. A whole bunch of boxers right now, man, that, that really, I'm telling you, man, that really follow the narrative, man. And I'm tired of these boxers doing that shit. Shout out to Weed Degree. Shout out to Timmy Diamonds. You already know, man. And it is what it is, man. Weed Degree says, Thurman told Spence, I was here before you, pimp. Laugh out loud. Yeah, but it ain't all about it ain't all about who was there first. It's all about who finished the race first, You can all start, see, what it was is, Keith Thurman started the race first, okay? But the race is not over until all belts are collected in the welterweight division, okay? Then when all the belts get collected in the welterweight division, that specific fighter, okay, won the damn race. Straight up, Because you gotta understand, man, there's a lot of champions in the welterweight division. There's a lot of you got Thurman and Beek from South Africa, I believe. Shout out to him. He's got the IBO strap. You got Sean Porter out there. He says that, he says a bunch of things, but he says something about, LA was his home and all of this, but he's really from Cleveland, Ohio. So I'm kind of lost with that whole situation. But yeah, man. Then you got Sean Porter with the WBC belt. Okay. You got Keith Thurman with the WBA super strap. Okay. Then you got Manny Pacquiao with the WBA regular strap. Okay, the regular strap. Do you guys respect that regular strap? Do you guys look at Manny Pacquiao right now as a champion at welterweight in the welterweight division right now? Yes or no, you guys? Let me know in the chat, you guys. Are you guys saying that Manny Pacquiao, okay, is a champion, okay, in the welterweight division right now? Do you guys classify him as a champion, you guys? We Degree says no. Overhand says nah. Okay, man. So we're on the same page. And No Name Rose D says no. Okay, well then yeah, we're kind of on the same page, man. Everybody in the chat, we're kind of on the same page, and I respect that from you guys. I really do respect that from you guys. You guys got a high boxing IQ. For the regulars out there, smash that like button definitely on your way in, you guys. Helps the visibility of the show, and it's free. Wow, they're definitely getting it in right now. But yeah, yeah, man. So Keith Thurman today in the media workouts, man, was pretty much saying that Earl Spence, and I quote, Earl Spence has to see me. Okay? That's what Keith Thurman said in the media workouts today, you guys. Keith Thurman said a lot of stuff in the media workouts, you guys. If you guys haven't caught that yet, you guys might want to go catch that. Shout out to my boy Barbershop Conversations. You can go catch that live on his channel. That's one of my brothers, Fred. That's one of my brothers right there, and he's a good brother. He's a damn good brother, man. He's teaching me more and more, the more that I, to look at his channel and, dissect his channel, and, he's a cool brother, man, for real, man. So with that being said, go check him out. He's got the Keith Thurman media workout, and Keith Thurman pretty much said, man, he loves it when he's in that ring, man. There's nothing like being in that ring. He says, you can go to the club, pop bottles. He says, go out with your boys, on vacation, whatever. You can go out with your family on vacation, Bahamas or whatever, But he said, there's nothing. He said, and I repeat, there is nothing like being under the bright lights, okay? And this guy in front of you, okay, wants to take your head off, but I want to do the same thing to him. And we're both in the middle of the ring, like, hey, like wop, he wants to hit me, and then I duck back, and this is what Keith Thurman was demonstrating. He said, I duck back, and then he says I hit him with the boom, bow. You know what I'm saying? And I was just laughing, man. It was so funny, man. He had he had people surrounding the ring, man. He had everybody laughing. It was a great time, man. And to be honest with you, man, Keith Thurman, man, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Out of all the welterweights, man, I think Keith Thurman is the best when it comes to selling a fight. As when it comes to selling a fight right now, that's not retired, okay, and that just can naturally sell a fight, man. Manny Pacquiao can sell a fight just because of the fan base he has, without even saying anything, damn near, but true boxing fans, diehard boxing fans, know that when Keith Thurman is fighting, they're coming to watch him now. Okay, he's a commodity in the welterweight division, in my personal opinion, you guys. In my personal opinion, you guys. I know a lot of you guys out there might saying, Corey, what are you talking about and all of that, like you do on some of the other stuff I say, but I truly feel that Keith Thurman right now, you guys, is a hot commodity, man, and he's back. He's finally back after 2 years. It's been 2 years, you guys. This guy says he's been through depression. He's been through, not knowing when he's going to fight, getting injured, taking off, 6 months to a year, then getting re-injured, okay? A lot of fans out there, a lot of you fans out there right now probably don't even know that Keith Thurman got re-injured, okay? Keith Thurman got re-injured, okay? So it's one of those type of situations, you guys. It's already tough when you get injured the first time and you got to go through the whole rehab process, okay? But he not only had to do it once, dude, he had to do it twice. I believe it was 2 or 3 training camps, okay? I think this is the second or third training camp that he's done, actually. But he's finally, 1 or 2 he couldn't complete, you know? So it's tough on a fighter, man, and it plays mind games on a fighter, you know? And it plays mind games on a fighter. A fighter, you know, really wants to get in that ring, and he really wants to fight. And you know, and one of the guys asked him, one of the reporters asked Keith Thurman, you know, well, how did it feel, you know, everybody talking about Terrence Crawford, everybody talking about Earl Spence, you know, and lately talking about Shawn Porter, you know, in the welterweight division, and pretty much nobody talking about Keith Thurman. You know, you've been out of sight, out of mind. And Keith Thurman responded by saying, you know, he was like, yeah, man, you know, people might talk, people might not say my name, and people might not bring me up, you know, because I was injured for so long. But when you mention the welterweight division, and you mention, you know, the champions in the welterweight division, you've got to mention my name. No matter 3, you know, a top welterweight is a top welterweight. He said that's for you guys. I was feeling Thurman what he was talking about. He was talking about some real shit, you know, pretty much telling everybody that, look, man, I'm back, man, and you know, the hell what happened in the past. You know, I'm here to fight the best. You know, I'm gonna get this one out the way. I truly think that Keith Thurman is getting Lopez, and I'm almost willing to guarantee you guys that Keith Thurman fights for a world title in his very next fight. Okay, whether it may be, well, I know it's gonna probably be Shawn Porter because, damn, I know it's gonna be Shawn Porter, you guys, because excuse me about that, you guys. I knocked it out, man. I'm kind of strong, you guys. Forgive me. I'm a little strong, you know, on the low though. On the low, I'm strong, you know. So just watch out for that, okay? Weed Degree says F Porter. Yeah. Timmy Diamond says that's just talk though. Weed Degree says I gotta admit, I'm interested to see how Thurman looks in respect to his inactivity. Yeah, man, we all are, man. You know, a lot of us are, you know. Well, I'm not going to say we all are, because you got fans, like I said, you got fans out there, dude, right now that are pretty much, you know, giving, you know, putting Keith Thurman through the gauntlet, you know, pretty much saying that Keith Thurman, you know, ain't shit, you know. Man. Let me put this on my holder real quick, you guys. Bear with me. Bear with me if you don't mind. I know you guys got some stuff to do today, but bear with me. Okay, Wingy Simmons says, what's going on, bro? Wingy in the chat says, I do believe Keith Thurman still has 1 belt. Yeah, he has 1 belt, but he was saying that if Manny Pacquiao fights Floyd Mayweather, they're going to be fighting for the WBA regular strap. He said, he pounded on his chest, he says, I got the super title. You got to come see me. He said, I don't respect that title that Manny Pacquiao has. He said, I got the super title. You know, so, and I agree with Keith Thurman 1,000%, you guys. Keith Thurman has the super WBA welterweight strap, okay? Manny Pacquiao has the quote-unquote regular WBA welterweight strap. You can't have 2 fucking champions in the same weight class, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it, you guys. Smash that like button and subscribe, you guys, if you haven't already, and share this on all social media platforms. But I'm tired of this, you guys. You know, 2 belts in the same weight class. I mean, come on, man. We got to do better, you guys. We got to do better, man. You know. So with that being said, man, you know, Keith Thurman is coming back this weekend against Josecito Lopez. Do you guys think that Josecito Lopez stands any chance against Keith Thurman? Does any of you guys have Josecito Lopez winning against Keith Thurman? Huh? Or do you guys think that this fight goes the whole 12 rounds? What are you guys thinking in the comment section, you guys? Does Keith Thurman knock out Josecito Lopez? Does he stop him? Does Josecito Lopez corner throw in the towel? Or does Josecito Lopez go 12 rounds with Keith Thurman? And if Josecito Lopez goes to 12 rounds with Keith Thurman, do you guys will you guys look down upon Josecito Lopez about that? You know, will you guys say, look, man, you know, Josecito Lopez had been stopped by Canelo Alvarez, you know, and a slew of other fighters, you know. Will you guys respect if Josecito Lopez gets stopped? You know, will you guys respect if Keith Thurman cannot get the stoppage, you guys? Will you guys still think that Keith Thurman is on the top of his game? Even though he suffered injuries back to back and stuff like that, do you guys still think he's on the top level? I'm going to go with no. I'm going to go with he needs to get a stoppage. I'm sorry. I believe he needs to get a stoppage. And I also believe that Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan, I believe that Terrence Crawford needs to get a stoppage against Amir Khan. Amir Khan has been plastered and been on stretch season volume, you know, 1 through 70, you know, for the past, you know, fight, you know, many fights in a row, man, that he's gotten stretched, man. I mean, and it's just like, dude, when's enough, man? You know, when's enough, man? But I just like, and Keith Thurman said, look, I need to get 5% of Terrence Crawford fighting Amir Khan because nobody was even bringing up the Keith Thurman, the Terrence Crawford versus, you know, Amir Khan. Nobody was even bringing that up, you guys. And, you know, Keith Thurman brought that up in an interview, I remember. He said, look, man, look, man, they should fight each other, you know. And look at it now, you guys. These guys are actually gonna be fighting each other. These guys are actually gonna be, you know, fighting for the welterweight strap. Right now, you guys, let me ask you guys in the chat too. You see what you guys talking about in the chat. Yeah, but what do you guys think right now in the chat? Dude, who do you guys think is the #1 welterweight in the division right now, you guys? What's your, you know, what's the top 3 welterweights in the division right now, you guys? You guys got a top 3? You guys have a top 3? My top 3 welterweights right now is Earl Spence #1, Terrence Crawford #2, and then Sean Porter #3. The reason why I say that is because, like I said, I gotta see what we're getting when Keith Thurman comes back, man. You know, I gotta see what are we getting the king of the welterweight division before he left? Or are we getting the injury? You know, they said you're not gonna be the same when you come back from injuries, you guys. You're not gonna be the same, man. A lot of fighters are never the same after injuries, okay? And he went under the knife. So when you go under the knife, you're definitely never gonna be the same, okay? So yeah, man, you gotta take that in consideration when you're making your picks, you guys. You gotta take that into consideration, you guys. Shout out to Overhand, man. Shout out to Overhand for putting that in the chat for me, man. And actually saying, you know, what's going on in the chat, man. Let me read what Overhand says in the chat, man. Overhand in the chat says, #1, Earl Spence. Number 2, Terrence Crawford. And number 3, Keith, one-time Thurman. Okay? He says, in my opinion. Overhand right, I can respect that. Overhand, I can respect that. I can respect what you're saying in your top 3 picks in welterweight division. Like I said, we were a little different on that 3rd pick. You know, me picking Sean Porter, my number 3rd welterweight. You picking Keith Thurman. But like I said, I'm gonna rate Keith Thurman after he fights Josecito Lopez. I want to see what type of arsenal he brings against Josecito Lopez, you guys. Josecito Lopez is still, you know, a very, very, you know, respectable welterweight. You know, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You know, he's no slouch. You know, he's just coming off of beating an undefeated welterweight, you guys. So we gotta give this guy some type of credit. And I believe Josecito Lopez was a former world champion. If I'm to Josecito Lopez, being that he was a former world champion, I believe he was. You know, don't quote me on that, but I believe he was a former champion. But you know, like I said, man, he got taken to school with Canelo Alvarez, man. You know, he got taken to school. He got beat up pretty bad. And that was a fight. That was actually a fight right there, man, where I was just like, man, you know what? Josecito Lopez, you know, might need to hang it up, man. But, you know, he's came back with a vengeance. He's came back and fought some, you know, he's came back and fought since the Canelo fight some pretty good opposition. He might not have won all of his fights, but like I said, man, he's coming off a win against an undefeated welterweight. So he's coming into the fight with a little bit of momentum. Not only is he coming into the fight with a little bit of momentum, he's got Robert Garcia in his corner, you guys, and Big G, okay? So you got 2 of the best trainers in the entire world of boxing, okay? So when you have that, man, you know, you're dealing with some pretty good trainers, man. Overhand in the chat says, I think Lopez will give him work. I mean, dude, you're talking about the Garcia camp over there is talking about, you know, Josecito Lopez is gonna pull off the upset. You know, I mean, you got guys in the Robert Garcia camp that truly believe that Josecito Lopez, yes, Josecito Lopez will pull off the upset against Keith one-time Thurman. I think that's just blasphemy. I think that's crazy. I don't know. They're talking out of the side of their neck, / rear end, and it's just like, dude, come on, man. If Josecito Lopez does not get stretched Saturday night, it doesn't count, in my opinion. I think he needs to get stretched. I think he will get stretched. Okay, you know, I think if Keith Thurman is back the way we think he's back, or the way I think he's back, I think Keith Thurman needs a knockout, man. Straight up, man. He needs a knockout, man. Straight up, man. He needs to put all of these other welterweights on notice, okay? He needs to make a profound statement, okay, on Saturday. This Saturday coming up, you guys. We're only a couple days away, man. And, you know, like I said, Keith Thurman needs to make a statement. He needs to make one of those statements where, you know, look, man, you know, Keith Thurman, I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. And, you know, I'm pretty much destroying anything that's in my way. You know, that's how he's got to look at it when he goes in there. But switching topics, you guys, let me read the chat real quick. Overhand says, I heard Robert Garcia is not going to be in the corner of Lopez's fight that night. Yeah, but I think Big G is, so that's gonna be even good too. You know, you got pretty much Robert Garcia's dad, you know, in the corner, man. I think Robert Garcia's dad is a really, really good fighter. I mean, a really, really good trainer. Like I said, he's training his son. He's training Fernando Vargas to his world titles. You know, Big G is a very, very respected trainer in the boxing community, and a lot of people respect Big G. They think he's a really, really good trainer, and I think if Big G is going to be in Josecito Lopez's corner, I think he'll be just fine. I really, truly do. You know, the work has already been put in, and he's got to make the necessary adjustments to Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is going to be moving very, 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 very quickly on his feet, and you got to prepare for that. You know, you got to prepare for a mover, you know. Not in this maul and brawl type style like a Sean Porter. He can do that. He has done that. But like he said in the open media workout today, he said that I'm gonna do what, how did he word it? He pretty much said that he's gonna do what he's gonna, how the fuck did he word it? He pretty much said that he's gonna do what you don't like, or what you know can't handle or whatever. You know, he pretty much said it in those many words, you know. But it was very, Keith Thurman's a very, very slick talker, you guys. You know, and not only is Keith Thurman a very, very slick talker, dude, he's back, man. I'm kind of stoked, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of happy. Keith look forward to. He's got a lot of fighting still left in him. I truly believe, and you know, fighting some of the best fighters we got out there, man, in that division, man. But moving subjects, you guys. Mikey Garcia, you guys, has officially started. He did his month and a half, or you know, month and a couple or two in snack. You know, he was already hitting the pads in the first, you know, his first couple punches. Ellie Setback made a joke and says, can you feel the difference? Talking to Robert Garcia's son, while Robert Garcia's son was holding the mitts, he pretty much said, hey, such and such, can you feel the difference from Mikey Garcia's punches? You know, being that he had just left the snack program and was supposedly, quote unquote, to be more powerful, to be this type of machine now. You know, the snack program is supposed to be making Mikey Garcia into this type of machine now. You know, where he can handle, you know, the body punches of an Earl Spence, you know, and the onslaught that Earl Spence is gonna give him, dude. It's gonna be very, very hot in that damn kitchen, man. And if Mikey Garcia is not ready for all of that heat that's gonna be applied to him, okay, on in March at the Cowboys Stadium in front of thousands upon thousands of fans, he's gonna have to get the fuck out of the kitchen. I mean, there's no two ways about it. But for the record, you guys, I am picking, yes, you guys, I am picking Mikey Garcia to win the fight, you guys. Yes, you heard it here first, you guys. So, yes, I will be picking Mikey Garcia to win that fight. I think he will do good against Earl Spence. Him being a shorter fighter, he could possibly get underneath those body blows. And I think stylistically, a lot of fans, and you know, I think a lot of fans and a lot of fighters, I'm just going to be honest with you, a lot of fighters are underestimating Mikey Garcia. Yeah, they're saying that, you know, they're saying that he's a good fighter and he's good and he's this and that, but he's gonna get destroyed by Mikey Garcia. I mean, he's gonna get destroyed by Earl Spence. I think the complete opposite. I think he definitely is not only a good fighter. I think Mikey Garcia is a great fighter. You know, but like I said, man, you know, he'll be able to prove everything he needs to prove come you know, in March, man, and I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Another quick notes that I wanted to get into. If you guys didn't watch my last video, the WBC ordered the Tony Harrison versus Jermell Charlo fight That fight is gonna be going down. The purse bid is gonna be on February 2nd. February 2nd for the purse bid, I believe, you guys. So you guys need to be on the watch out for that. I will give you guys purse bid information. Not only that, you guys, before I wrap it up, but I definitely want to tell you guys that Adrian Broner and Manny Pacquiao's pay-per-view numbers, from what I'm hearing, okay, from some very reputable sources, okay, that I've actually looked up, and I've actually done a bunch of research about this. They're talking that Manny Pacquiao and Adrian the Problem Broner, okay, they've sold over 400,000 pay-per-view buys, you guys, okay? So Broner versus Pacquiao, okay, which a lot of people said that they were not going to watch that fight, and a lot of people said that, you know, they were going to move on. This wasn't going to be the fight for them. You know, they'll stream it. You know, they'll do this, they'll do that. Come to find out, you guys, the fight did over, from what I'm hearing now, okay? From what I'm hearing, the fight did over, okay? Over 400,000 pay-per-view buys, okay, you guys? That's very, very, very good, okay? And not only is that good for both fighters, man, obviously Adrian Broner took a loss. I don't think he looked good in the fight at all. I think he lost damn near every single round. You know, and he pretty much, I've heard this before, and I completely agree with this. I think Adrian Broner was just in there to survive. You know, Adrian Broner is the type of fighter where he's very good in spots, but he didn't have any spots damn near in the fight, you know? I mean, you've got to have multiple spots, meaning multiple combinations, multiple, you know, he's got to be a defensive tactician in there, man. I just don't think he was being, you know, defensive enough, you know, because of the amount of shots he threw. You would think he didn't take any type of punches to the face or to the body, anything, and that was not the case. He took punches to the face, to the body, arms, all of that. You know what I mean? Yes, he made Manny Pacquiao miss at times, you know, but for the majority of the fight, you guys, you know, Manny Pacquiao was doing what he wanted to do with Adrian Broner, man. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You know, and I like I said, I'm very, very disappointed in Adrian Broner. I think Adrian Broner is a very much so better fighter than that. I think Adrian Broner, when he comes to bring it, I think he can bring it a lot better and a lot more harder than what he's been bringing it. And I just want to see Adrian Broner, you know, in there with some. I want to see. Do you guys think Adrian Broner is done? I think Adrian Broner's finished, man. I think Adrian Broner is finished at 147. The only way I see Adrian Broner winning a world title is if possibly, okay, now this is possibly. Now this is not, I'm not gonna go 100% on this, you guys, but the only way that I see Adrian Broner winning a championship in another weight division is if he goes down to 135 to possibly 140 pounds, you guys, okay? So, yeah, man, it's one of those type of situations, you guys. And, you know, like I said, I just want to see, what he can do, you know. I want to see what he can do, you guys. You know, I just don't see him doing good. I don't see Adrian the Problem Broner doing good at 147 anymore. Dude, this dude to get knocked. I think Adrian Broner gets stopped by Keith Thurman. Straight the fuck up. Straight up. Earl Spence will murk this dude, man. Earl Spence will murk Adrian Broner in there, man. Could you imagine a fucking Adrian Broner versus Earl Spence showdown. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. You thought the Marcos Madonna fight was bad. Times that by at least 2. And then you might have what I'm thinking is gonna happen. Okay? Because, dude, Adrian Broner is at the tail end of his career, and it's sad, man. It's sad. But you know what? He made millions. He made millions, and I'm talking about it sad in the aspect of I truly think if he would have stayed at the smaller weight divisions, like the 135s of the world and the 140s of the world, I think he might only have about maybe one to 2 losses. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, man. Yeah, man. I don't see a whole lot of guys, fucking with Adrian Broner at those smaller weight divisions. Now it might have changed, because he's went up and he's fought these bigger guys. He's went up and fought these guys that pretty much show Adrian Broner no respect. Okay, and when you're walking into a fight with a guy and you pretty much have no respect for that guy, okay, it's gonna be one of those situations, you guys, where it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, man. For Adrian Broner to stay at 140, 147, you guys. Let me read these chats, you guys. Shout out to Wingy in the chat. He says Terrence Crawford and Mikey Garcia are elite fighters. Earl Spence is just a basic fighter. Wow. Wingy Simmons, you said Earl Spence is just a basic fighter and that Crawford and Garcia are elite fighters? Wow. I don't know about I'm gonna probably have to disagree with you on the Earl Spence part, because I think Earl Spence is better than an elite fighter. I think Earl Spence is a lot better than just an elite fighter. I think Earl Spence actually has what it takes to get the job done. Like I said, but we gotta see, man. We gotta see come March. March will answer, some questions for me. Won't answer all of them, but it'll definitely answer some questions for me. But yeah, what is going on here? But yeah, you guys. What else we got? Lawrence Nicole says, Corey, what scares me about this fight is Earl has to lose so much mass and Mikey is gaining. Yeah. Yeah, you got to think about that too. Champ Ross says Broner at 140 can contend again, but not at 147. No way. Champ Ross also says that he says 3-3-1 at he says 3-3-1 record at 147 pounds proves it. Okay, then Johnny says Johnny Granilo says Riverside Rocky is going to dropping one time. Okay, dropping. Okay, you mean drop? You mean he's gonna knock him out? Is that what you mean? You mean Rivers? So what you're telling me right now is that Josecito Lopez is gonna hurt. Keith Thurman. I don't see that happening at all, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that, Johnny. All right, Johnny. Johnny on the fucking spot, man. I'm gonna call you Johnny on the spot for that one, man. Oh man, Johnny on the spot thinking that he called him Riverside Rocky. That's his nickname, though. I know who he is, but Damn, I don't think. No, I'm sorry. I don't care if he does go with Robert Garcia, man. Robert Garcia is not getting in that ring for him. Okay? Robert Garcia, okay. And you know what's so crazy, you guys? Robert Garcia could possibly go on a losing streak here coming up soon. Okay? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. Let me break this down for you guys. I don't know if you guys thought about this or anything like that, but Robert Garcia has a chance in these elite fights, you guys, to go 0-3. Okay, okay. I might make a video about this though, you guys. Okay, you got Earl Spence fighting Mikey Garcia. Okay, almost everybody and their baby's mother saying that, Mikey Garcia is going to get stretched in that fight and hurt very badly. Okay, so that's already 0-1. Okay, and a lot of you guys' point of view and what you guys think is who you guys think is going to win. Okay, so that's already 0-1. Then you got Abner Mares, okay, versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Okay, Tank Davis has already given bigger dudes problems. Okay, so Abner Mares is moving up in weight from a smaller division, meaning he's a smaller framed fighter than Gervonta Davis is. I think that has bad news written all over it. I think that Abner Mares could get. That's the fight that I think that somebody can get seriously hurt in. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So that could be 0-2 for Robert Garcia. Okay. Then you go to the fight this week with Keith Thurman, okay, fighting Josecito Lopez. Josecito Lopez trained by Robert Garcia, okay, and that in my personal in my personal way of thinking is that's gonna end up very, very bad for Josecito Lopez. Josecito Lopez will get stretched the fuck out if his corner does not throw in that towel. Okay, it'll look very ugly and nasty for him. I don't see him winning at all. Nor do I see him even coming close. Josecito Lopez, if Josecito Lopez wins 2 rounds, not one, I'll give him 1 round. But if he wins 2 rounds, I'll be shocked. Okay? And I'm willing to bet somebody in the chat that Josecito Lopez does not win. I'll bet that Josecito Lopez does not win 3 rounds. Okay? I'm willing to bet that. Okay? I'm willing to bet any amount of money you want to bet in the chat right now that Josecito Lopez does not win 3 rounds in that fight, you guys. Okay? 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 Alright? Okay? And the only way we're going to know that is if, okay, and this goes in pretty much, Champ Ross says, I'll give it 2 rounds. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Hey, man. Champ Ross says Broner versus Progress would be a good fight. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, it would. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it would. Lawrence Nicole says Broner a great gatekeeper at 140. That's a very good statement, Lauren Nicoles. I've been seeing you in here lately too. I appreciate you coming in here, Lauren Nicoles. But yeah, man. I just think that Broner, like I said, Broner needs to. If he's thinking he's gonna win anymore, he needs to go down and wait, man. He needs to go down and wait. You know what I'm saying? Champ Ross says Broner at 140 can contend again, but not at 147. No way. You guys, I'm gonna leave you guys for food for thought on this on the end of this show, man. You guys go look at Broner at 135, okay? Go look at Broner at 135, okay? And then go look at Broner's fights at 147, okay? They are 2 totally, completely different fighters, you know? Broner could actually hurt fighters at 135. He has not hurt one fighter at 147, decisively that I can remember, man. I'm being honest with you guys. A natural 147 pounder, okay? Like a Sean Porter. Yes, he did knock him down, but that was a flash knockdown. I do not think nothing in my mind had me thinking that Sean Porter was hurt. Okay, so off the top, that's already I'm not believing that. But who do you guys? I don't see him hurting anybody at 147. He has not hurt anybody at 147. Mm-mm. Ah. Excuse me, sweet tea, it does a body good, you guys. I gotta get back on this little diet. I've been going to the gym, but I got a little bit of excess pounds, man. I'm gonna be shaving this shit off, man. Like Keith Thurman said he shaved his weight off. I'm gonna shave my weight off. Keith Thurman lost 40 pounds, you guys. Keith Thurman says he was hot. Keith Thurman said he was over 182, okay? Keith Thurman said he got over 182. He didn't give specific details on how heavy he got, but Keith Thurman says that he got over 182, you guys, okay? Okay? Keith Thurman fights at 147, okay? That's almost a 40 pound, okay? 40 pound, okay? You know, weight difference, and that's huge. That's huge. You know, Champ Ross says Thurman was eating that good Indian food. Damn, yes he was. Weed Degree says doesn't transfer power through weight. Yup. Champ Ross says Thurman gonna get some rounds in. I think Lopez gets stopped in the 7th or 8th. Yeah, I think Lopez gets stopped in the 5th round. I'm gonna go with the 5th round, you guys. I'm gonna go with Josecito Lopez getting stopped in the 5th round. Maybe maybe the 7th. But definitely nothing more than the 9th. I'm gonna go. I'm willing to bet money Josecito Lopez does not go past 9 rounds. If there's a bet out there that's saying that Josecito Lopez goes past 9 rounds, I'm willing to bet that too. Okay, so I got 2 bets out there. If anybody's trying to bet, okay, DM me on Instagram at Corey Lee's Boxing. Okay, I'll bet you guys that Josecito Lopez does not win 3 rounds total. Okay, I'll bet you guys that. Okay, and I also bet you guys that Josecito Lopez will get stopped within 9 rounds. Okay, within 9 rounds. Okay, so he will not make it to the 10th bell. Okay, so that's just how I feel, you guys. But look, man, I'm gonna head out, man. I gotta get some shut eye. I'm tired of shit. It's been a long day. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Thank you so much for coming on Corey Lee Boxing's live stream. And until next time, you guys. Peace.